He didn't have him in a full Nelson, though.
Yeah.
That's the Sun family trick. Full Nelson, my one weakness.
Blah, 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 blah. So we just watched episode 124 of Dragon Ball Super. It was pretty much like the Dyspo episode.
Yeah.
In which we had to deal with like...
Wait, what about Disco?
We had to deal with Dyspo and his speed antics. And how even with Golden Frieza, Dyspo was still faster. And that's actually kind of scary knowing that like he had that like all pent up. But he used it at the very last minute. Where he could have been like much more effective using it. Probably earlier on, but I guess for some reason Dyspo decided to keep it conserved until like the very moment when he actually needed it. Even when he was fighting against Hit, he could have used that.
You stop hitting me!
Yeah,
He
but
used it against a guy who was gonna rip his ears off.
it sucks that like he had that such a latent power, which would have been really useful. But I mean, that's just his circumstances. He also had to deal with like Gohan and Frieza teaming up together. As odd as that is, it's weird to see Frieza just joining up with people that he's like shamed. Like Krillin, like Gohan,
Goku, Vegeta.
It's really weird, but just like how he's kind of like going with the flow of things. I mean, he has his own alternative
Like what other choice does he have though?
That's true. Otherwise, he'd just be dead. He even tried to make a. I mean, he probably betrayed Dyspo later, but he was trying to arrange like a deal with Dyspo to help him out in exchange of resurrecting him with like the Super Dragon Balls. My dude. Which obviously they wouldn't do.
Well, if they made the deal, they're honor bound to do it. They seem like men of honor.
That's true, but at the same time, like just as how like Dyspo was saying, like Frieza's all about that evil, and they're all about that justice.
Yeah.
He's all about that. Of course, it wouldn't work. So I'm glad that they kept that consistent. Otherwise, I'd be like, "You're not justice, dude." If you're gonna make a pact with Frieza, or what happened to the last person who did that? Also, don't trust anyone. Nutty. Wasn't Frost the first one to go in Universe 6 as far as like being erased?
Yes.
Individually, he was just the only one.
Yes.
And took the rest of Universe 6 for them to all be like, to dissipate like immediately. What was actually interesting in this episode was Gohan's plan to cage up Dyspo so he doesn't move as freely, which was a good idea on his part. It was interesting though because of the fact that Frieza had to cage him up with his own energy in his golden form, and how much stamina he drained himself out of just by using that consistently. So I gotta wonder, like, how much reserve does he have after using that to the point where he staggers himself? It's like
he should have a good amount of reserve since he's still in golden form.
And I guess also because he gave like a good bit of his energy to Goku when he was like in post Ultra Instinct form. So it's like it's kind of ridiculous, like how much energy does Frieza have, and the fact that he started off with all of that. Granted, he's conserved a lot of it,
He hasn't fought at all.
But for what he has fought so far, it's quite a lot.
No more than fucking Goku and Vegeta.
You right about that, especially Goku, who's just been fighting absolutely nonstop.
Dude, he's been going 110% ever since
Literally.
he decided to first fight Jiren.
Yeah, it's just like definitely once he hit Ultra Instinct, that's literally like past 100%.
He did that what, 3 times?
He did it twice.
Twice?
Yeah. So the first one left him completely drained. Frieza helped him out there. He used Ultra Instinct again, but he got no energy like after that. He had to charge up his own. And that was when he was teaming up with like 17 and 18.
Oh yeah.
He's still able to do all this. It's ridiculous.
It's Saiyan Pride, dude.
No, like Vegeta though.
It's that Saiyan Pride and all them Zenkais.
It really does add an effect too, because like also with Vegeta, he's also digging up all of his reserves as well. To go even beyond like that in his like limit breaking Bulma slapping form. Like this show's got me like really baffled as far as like the level scale power scaling. That I'm just always like taken away by like what they're allowing their characters to do. Just like all these incredible things. So I mean, that's all I can really say like in this discussion is that like it was just Frieza, Gohan versus Dyspo. Gohan.
Frieza.
I want that theme to come back. They only played it like in the movie.
Yeah.
Like
Great.
It was great. I'll listen to it like every now and again. And also that like what was it, that drink commercial that they had? I'll play that too. I feel bad for Gohan though. He had to sacrifice himself and he knew it. And so
just like his dad.
My dad. Except I'll get kicked out this time.
It's my dad.
And so I guess we never really got to see like true Ultimate Gohan or something like that. I don't think so, because they've been hinting at that like ever since he was joining in. But I guess that's it.
Well, ever since the end of Goku Black arc, when he was saying ta-ta to freaking Trunks, he had that like super serious look and whatnot. He was like, I'm gonna start training again. And then he gave that look to him like, I'm back, baby.
I guess like since he can hold his own against Dyspo, that's like quite phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, it's well-deserved victory, even though like he got benched.
I wonder what Birder's thinking in hell right now. Knowing that he's still not the fastest.
Suck.
That there's just faster.
There's just faster in other universes and like of their own. It's like, oh no, I'm not the fastest.
Right.
You have to literally look at yourself like, I'm not the fastest.
That was his thing. He was the fastest. And he didn't even get that thing.
All right.
Because Jace is Australian. That was his thing. Can't take that away.
But what if someone's more Australian than you are?
He's still the Australian of the group.
I guess, but there's always better in the other universes.
There's no super Australia. There's just space Australia. It's like Australia but in space.
Yeah, but if there is a super Australia or a super Australian, it's like, oh no, I don't know what to live for anymore. I used to be the Australian, now you're the true one. Like comparing the Saiyans, like, sure you got Kale, who's like a legendary, but then there's Ultra Instinct Goku. I don't know. All right, I think we're good with this discussion. It was a solid episode. I'm just looking forward to the next one. As far as actually,
I just want to see the final fight.
I want to see the final fight. Like get Topo out of there. Get whoever else is out of there.
Watch it come down to Frieza, Vegeta, Goku
versus Jiren.
And Jiren wins.
Jiren's way too powerful. Okay, I mean we'll see. I think it will take like maybe 126 for us to actually reach that point.
I think. Watch it be. Jiren's about to freaking throw Goku and Vegeta off the edge of the thing. He goes, time! He doesn't eliminate them. Time is called as he's throwing them off the edge.
What you say?
How could this happen to me?
He's still clinging on to him, and then like, I made a mistake. And the worst part is like he'd have to blame himself, thinking like, I could have gotten serious at any other time.
Right?
I could have, but I didn't. All right, so we'll end the discussion here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to stay in the know of all this Dragon Ball Super discussions, please be sure to subscribe. Also hit the bell button right next to it just to be informed of when we upload videos by the minute, and also support our Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. #bye everyone.